I don't think I've done a video on a Karen across the pond, but today we will be doing one, and on this woman by the name of Eleanor Williams. So you're probably wondering what in the world is going on. So this woman went the extreme way of trying to claim that she was viciously attacked by this Asian gang in which she claimed they beat her and then they violated her. And as you can see on the picture on the right, that was the result of that. However, it all came to a head when it came out that she lied about the entire thing. She lied about being violated and she lied about being beat. Now, wait till you hear the details of the methods that this woman went in order to try to claim something that wasn't true. And of course, there was an outcome for this that did not work in her favor either. A woman who falsely claimed she was the victim of an Asian grooming gang has been sentenced at Preston Crown Court. Eleanor Williams of Barrow and Furness, Cumbria, age 22, was sentenced at Preston Crown Court on March 3rd after making a series of false violation allegations. Williams published pictures of injuries and an account of being groomed, trafficked, and beaten by Asian men on Facebook in May 2020 in a post shared more than 100,000 times, but the court heard that she had caused the injuries herself with a hammer. Now you gotta think, look at her face. She beat herself in the face with a hammer to try and claim she was kidnapped, trafficked, violated, and beaten by this Asian grooming gang. I mean, look at the methods that she went in order to try to pull this off. She tortured herself in order to try to prove a point. What point? I guess to be the helpless white woman at the time. Asked about her Facebook post, she said, "I wanted people to know what was going on in Barrow still is going on." My thing is this, May 2020, that was still very much the height of the pandemic. I would have looked at this thing with a side eye just off of that, but okay. The Facebook post sparked demonstrations in her hometown of Barrow and Furness and led to former English Defense League founder Tommy Robinson visiting the town to quote-unquote investigate the claims. In January, a jury at Preston Crown Court found Williams guilty of 8 counts of doing acts tending and intended to pervert the courts of justice. She pleaded guilty at an earlier hearing to 1 count of perverting the course of justice, which related to contacting her sister and mother with a request for them to take a hammer to her solicitor. It was also alleged Williams sent herself some messages, making them appear as if they were from traffickers or fellow victims, and in other cases manipulated real people to send messages which she then said were from her abusers. Like, she literally calculated this whole scheme. All of this was premeditated. She just didn't do this off the cuff, but it makes you wonder, why in the hell would she go out of her way to do this? That I never understood that. Why would a person go out of their way to make it seem like they were being attacked or they were being violated, as if these aren't serious situations that women and men, boys and girls, go through every single day in real life? And that's exactly why a lot of people aren't believed, because of idiots like her. Like you want attention that bad, apparently. And then in the process messed yourself up. Like, she could have knocked her eye out, which if she did, that's on her. The jury was told some of the people she made allegations about were real, while others did not exist. Williams was jailed for 8.5 years for 9 counts of perverting the course of justice after she claimed to have been the victim of an Asian grooming gang. In a letter to the judge, Williams said, "I'm not saying I'm guilty, but I know I have done wrong on some of this, and I'm sorry." She not even taking accountability. She said, "I'm not saying I'm guilty." Well, you don't have to. The court already declared you guilty and sentenced you to 8.5 years. So you are guilty. It doesn't matter what you say. It matters that you are. And we know that you did it. This isn't a false thing where someone is about to sentence you to years for a crime you did not commit. She said, "I know I've done wrong on some of this." No, you did wrong on all of it. See, she's not even taking accountability on this. And you know what's so funny? You have a lot of people over here, particularly the male divestors, who will claim that the Western woman is like this, is always them. Well, you're getting a glance that some of the women over there, over in the East, are like that as well. And she's a perfect example of that. Because if you didn't think that this story had came from over there, by what she just said, by her not taking accountability for what she did, you would swear she was from here. That's just in some women's nature to do stuff like that. Not probably to the point where she did, but the lack of accountability, because she's still claiming that she's not completely guilty of what she did, even though she's guilty of all of it. I'm devastated at the trouble that has been caused in Barrow. If I knew what consequences would have come from that status, I never would have posted it. Would you? Like I said, she was craving attention. Of course she would have did it. She wanted people to have sympathy for her, and she probably thought she was going to get away with it. But the scary part about it is that innocent, in this case, Asian men could have gotten hemmed up because of her accusations. Now that's a plot twist right there, because over here it would have definitely been black men. So she said Asian men. That's why when I first saw the story, I was like, oh, here we go, another one of those blame the black men for doing these disgusting and savage acts. But when I saw it was Asian men she did, I was like, oh, this is a plot twist that I didn't see coming. It wasn't exactly on my bingo card this week. Louise Blackwell, KC, defending Williams, said her client maintained the allegations were true. She added, other than her personal vulnerabilities and her age, there doesn't appear to be any motivation at all. I don't know why. Her motivation seems to me that she was just doing this to crave attention. Well, it backfired on her, and now she's about to be hauled off to jail for the next 8.5 years. Granted, I feel like she should have got more than that, considering the extremities that she went in order to make this occur. Luckily, nobody got hemmed up because of it, because it could have completely went left in a major way. But you gotta kind of just laugh at it. Like, look what she did to herself to make up a lie like that. And look what she did to herself. She literally mangled her damn face up just to make herself garner all this attention. Now she has all the attention now for those who care, but just not the right attention. And I don't know what the prison system is like there in the UK, but I do know I have some UK subscribers. Can y'all tell me what is the prison system like over there? Because I wouldn't know. Is it like, do they have a like Fed, prison, maximum security? Do they have an equivalent of a Rikers? Because if they do, that's where she needs to go.